Hi and welcome to Transposition 2. In the previous short video I showed you the long way to transpose, where what we do to one side of the equation we do to the other. The example being 3x plus 7 equals 19. If we want to make x the subject, we start getting rid of some of the other variables. So if we minus 7 on this side, minus 7 on this side, they disappear. We're left with 3x. We divide that by 3 and divide that by 3, and now we're left with x equals 19 minus 7 divided by 3, which equals 4. There is a slightly quicker way. I would recommend you learn this method first, but then you can do a slightly quicker way and shortcut it. Basically how it works, if we take the same equation, 3x plus 7 equals 19. We take the variable and we just throw it over the other side of the equation. And as we throw it over the other side of the equation, it becomes the opposite. So a plus will become a negative, and a negative will become a plus. A times will become a divide, or a divide will become a times. A square root will become a squared, or a squared will become a square root. Now there are many other functions such as your trigonometry functions, logarithms, etc., etc. The same rule will apply, but I'm not going to show you all the examples for all the functions. We'll probably do them in later videos when they're applied to specific situations. But let's look at this one we're talking about now. So we want to get rid of the 7 because that's the furthest away from the x. We throw it over the equal sign and it becomes negative 7 and it disappears. We want to get rid of the 3. With the relationship the 3 has to the x is a times, so we throw it over the other side and it becomes a divide. And now we're left with x equals 19 minus 7 divided by 3, which is the same which we have up top. Let's apply the same situation to a more complicated formula. So we'll go 4 plus x squared, and we'll put that in brackets, times 3, all divided by 2, equals 12. So we look at this equation here. We want x by itself to be our subject. So we look at what variable is furthest away from the x. And I would have to say it's the divide by 2. So if we take the divide by 2, throw it across to the other side, it disappears from that side and it becomes a times 2. Now we're left with 4 plus x squared times 3. Next one to get rid of is the 3, which is furthest away from the x. Here it's a times, so we throw it over the other side and it becomes a divide by 3, and that disappears. Now that we've got everything away from the brackets actually disappear as well. So we're left with 4 plus x squared. The 4 is a plus, so when we throw it over the side, it becomes a minus 4. So now that disappears, and now we're just left with the squared. And again, we throw the squared over to the other side, and it becomes a square root, and that disappears. So that was just a short video to show you a shortcut on transposition.